Hey, John here. Here's Click of the Day number 146. It's an Yngwie-Inspired pick and run. As usual, I'm going to play it once slowly and then break it down. During the breakdown, I'm going to share some practice advice that you can apply to this one and pretty much anything else you're working on. If you want the tabs, you can check them out by following the link in the description below. We start here on the 7th fret of the A string. Alright, so it's based on the E Aeolian scale. That's just a natural minor scale. And I say it's Yngwie-inspired, but it's also kind of Paul Gilbert inspired in the beginning here. So we start on the 7th fret. We're going to play this Paul Gilbert sequence basically. Starting with a downstroke. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And the notes on the E string is 10, 8, 7. And from there we're going to go up 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 10. And from there we're going to go up 7, 9, 11. And then 8, 10, 12 on the B and E string. So. And once we get up to this note, we're going to go back. So here's where the Yngwie influence comes in. Right, so we're gonna go, let's see here. Yeah, so we started on 12 and we do this group of 4 on just a single string here, the high E string. So I say a group of 4, but we do that with 3 notes at a time. So if you look at the notes I have here, 8, 10, 12. If we think of those notes as 1, 2, 3, the sequence will go like this: 3, 1, 2, 3. So 3, 1, 2, 3, and we shift up to the next set of 3 notes and go. So again, it's going to be 14, 10, 12. Shift up again. Now we have 12, 14, 15. Same sequence throughout, just a new set of 3 notes. And I say new, but it's really only 1/3 of them will be new, because if you look at this, these 2 are from the previous pattern. So after 12, 14, 15, we move up to 17. So we have 14, 15, 17. And then we move up to 19. So we have 15, 17, 19. And we move up to 20, and you have 17, 19, 20. And finally we move up to 22, or we have 22, 19, 20, 22. And from here I'm going to bend from 22 to 24. But if you have a 22 fret guitar, it doesn't matter, because we're not going to play that. We're not going to fret the note. We're just going to bend up to it. And I bend up to it, let it down again, and then bend up to the note again. So. And as usual, you can just do whatever you want, obviously, but that's the way that I played it in the fast version. All alternate picked. So once more from the beginning, and you can sort of keep track of everything. It is all basically a group of 6 notes per beat, so sextuplets. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then from here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And if that sounded weird and confusing, basically we have groups of 4, but if you play 3 groups of 4, that will line up with 12 notes, which is 2 beats of 6 notes per beat. So basically every other beat I will be on the start of the sequence and also on the beat again. So for example, if I go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, once more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So that, I think that's better to visualize than trying to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So basically you feel every 2 beats here. So so hopefully that makes sense, but it's just simple math. And if you have Guitar Pro, it's very easy to check out. But even if you don't have Guitar Pro, I always include a MIDI file as well, and everyone have access to some sort of free DAW where you can import the MIDI file or simply just play it on your computer. So but again, don't make it harder than it is, and just check out the notation, even if it's just a PDF file, and you will see clearly where all the beats will line up. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the actual lick. In terms of practicing this first part is quite different in how it feels to play compared to, so even though you might be comfortable with either one, it might not transfer very well. So make sure that you practice whatever version or whatever part of it that you have trouble with. And when it comes to this group of 4, don't feel that you have to go through the entire thing from the beginning to the end. You can just take first shift here, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and just loop that basically. And then you can do that in 16th notes if you want as well, so to simplify it even more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And try to minimize the sliding sounds, right? So you can do that, and then just take the next group. And you just work on it like that and get really used to each shift, because once you can do shift from each, one group to the next, stringing them together should be fairly, it shouldn't be that difficult then, because if you can do this, you should have the ability, and throughout that is, you should have the ability to just go, further along. But again, you can also just extend that by doing 3 groups. So you go, oops. Right, so now I went, and then I actually shifted back 2 positions here. So, and you do that from each one. Until you get through the whole thing. So basically it's finding different ways of working more on the parts where you feel resistance, basically. And if you can stick to that as a general rule when you practice, then you will see improvement pretty much every time you sit down to work on anything. So I think that's a very important sort of practice concept here. So if you have any questions, just post them below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.